Hello friends! The 588th day of the war between Russia and Ukraine continues. The Ukrainian General Staff announced partial success west of Robotyne in the Melitopol sector. Yesterday, the commander of the Tavria Group, Alexander Tarnavsky, also spoke about progress in the sector of the front. Let me remind you that yesterday Russian Telegram channel reported attacks by Ukrainian armed forces in the direction of the village of Kopany, northwest of Robotyne. Ukrainian military Telegram channels clarified in the morning that the Russian had previously attacked from Kopany, but now the Ukrainian army counterattacked there, advancing to a distance of about 300 meters. Also yesterday, the Ukrainian armed forces intensified offensive operation near Verbove. Strikes on the settlements of Kopany and Verbove are carried out as part of an operation to expand the breakthrough zone in the Melitopol sector. As I said earlier, it is difficult for Ukrainian troops to advance farther south without eliminating the threat from the flanks. Heavy fighting is currently taking place near both settlements. According to the Ukrainian military Telegram channel Deep State, the Russians are introducing reserves near Verbove and in other areas of this direction. Friends, before continuing, I would like to draw your attention to the young channel of Maria Vishunova. She posts daily videos with map reviews and the latest news about the war in Ukraine. Let's support Maria and help her develop her channel. Also yesterday, military Telegram channels reported on the offensive of the Ukrainian armed forces on Novoprokopivka, a village along the highway in the direction of Tokmak. The Russians wrote that there were battles on the outskirts of the village. And a number of Ukrainian Telegram channels reported the battles were already taking place in the village itself, publishing video from there. There was no official information from the command of the Ukrainian armed forces about the progress in Novoprokopivka. When the article was already ready, information appeared about yesterday's video from Novoprokopivka. I won't correct it. I'll just edit. A video published yesterday in Ukrainian Telegram channels, allegedly from the village of Novoprokopivka near Robotyne, as it turned out, was filmed in another place, reports the public that the first published it. He writes that in fact the video partially shows the operation in the village of Blagodatne, which is several tens of kilometers to the east and the Vremivka College. The Ukrainian command announced the release of Blagodatne back in June. My friends, the robot will continue.
Today, close-in fighting continues in the Melitopol sector in the area where the advanced units of the Ukrainian armed forces have penetrated into the first position of the enemy's main line of defense between Novoprokopivka and Verbove. The enemy seeks to narrow this penetration at any cost. In the last 2 days, he was forced to switch from flank attacks to frontal attempts to push back the advanced Ukrainian units. According to Ukrainian military expert Mashevets, northeast of Novoprokopivka, the enemy counterattacked our forward units and was able to advance about 300 meters in the indicated direction, thus removing the immediate threat of imminent loss of control over the northern part of the village. West of Verbove, the Russians managed to narrow the penetration of the Ukrainian armed forces by 400 meters. In turn, the advanced units of the Ukrainian army northwest of Verbove attacked the forward positions of the Russians and forced the enemy to retreat 250 meters in a southeastern direction. In the Berdyansk sector, after individual units of the Russian army were brought into battle along the Pryatny-Zavitny-Bazhanya line, the enemy failed to radically improve its position in the direction of Rivnopil. As a result of this attack, the enemy managed to push back our advanced units north of Pryatny from only one platoon stronghold, after which he stopped. In this regard, it is worth noting that the enemy units defending in the main direction in the Staromlinivka area tried to take advantage of the moment. During the attacking actions of their neighbors on the left, they tried to attack along the road from Yevhenii to Staromayorsky. However, this attack was repulsed by the Ukrainian army. Also west of Novodonetsky, there was an attempt by the Russians to attack the advanced units of the Ukrainian armed forces with the support of at least a tank company. This attack ended in vain for the Russians. After a certain calm, the situation in the Kharkiv sector intensified. The enemy, after regrouping, suddenly attacked Ukrainian forward positions in the direction Ploshchankov-Makiivka. As a result of this attack, the Russians managed to push our advanced units back at least 600 meters. The morning report from the General Staff states that the Ukrainian armed forces repelled more than 10 enemy attacks in the area of the village of Makiivka. Russian telegram channels confirm the attack, but write nothing about its results. In the Bakhmut sector, Ukrainian armed forces have partial success in the areas of Klishchiivka and Andriivka south of Bakhmut. At the same time, the Russians continue to conduct counterattacks in Andriivka.
Friends, considering what is happening in my country, this channel is now my only source of income. If you are able to support me financially, I will be very grateful. Thank you very much and see you in the next video.